From getting turned on during massages to touchdown celebrations that broke the internet, these are the 20 wildest moments in NFL history. And for number 20, a player gets laid on his bum.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
Holy crap! If only that play was as wild as number 19, because it had the entire stadium shaking their heads.
In his first 7 throws of this game. Oh, and the ball kicks right back to Carr. The ball came out of the hands of Jones-Drew, and he kicked it into the air right into the arms of Carr.
Who needs to post feet pics when your feet can do that? But at number 18, one player's foot makes history.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good! Oh my goodness!
No need for a measuring contest. Justin Tucker has all the kickers beat. But at number 17, it's a play that looks effortless.
Breeze look deep covered, comes back Kamara. Made a man miss. Alvin Kamara across midfield, still on his feet. Kamara's got a bunch of room and some blockers. Tumbling up on the 25. Inside the 50. What a run by Kamara, who's all the way in for a touchdown.
I watched Alvin Kamara completely embarrass the Packers, and he barely even broke a sweat. And bro knows it too, because the look at the end says all you need to know, which is the same look Devontae Parker had at number 16. Cause he once got so lucky, he almost wet himself.
Throw it until now. What a catch, and now batted around and caught by Parker. You can see the ball gets knocked out, and then it comes off the helmet of number 31.
Wow, this dude just made the easiest catch you'll ever see. Well, it would have been the easiest catch. Heck, I could have made that catch too. But number 14 was even wilder. This man's doing gymnastics and still smoking his defenders. But who needs to smoke their defender when you're built to absorb a ton of bricks? Because Josh Allen has been through it all. This man balls out in the regular season year after year. And you know what the fans keep doing? Keep comparing my man to Patrick Mahomes. Sure, Josh Allen has the upper hand in the regular season. He's 3-1 in 4 regular season contests against Mahomes. But in the postseason, Mahomes enters a different stratosphere. The two have squared off 3 times, and every single time, Mahomes has come out on top. But during all of this comparison, back and hurdled a grown man. And because of it, Mahomes hasn't stopped crying from this loss to this day. But Alabama fans haven't stopped crying either. See, there's no denying that Alabama is a college football powerhouse. Under the tutelage of Nick Saban, Alabama has made 6 national championships since 2015 and won 3 of them. But when it comes to the NFL, it's a completely different story. See, it all started in 2016 when the NFL announced the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
And the 2016 AP Defensive Rookie of the Year is Joey Bosa.
Yeah, and Ohio State fans were hyped, because 1 year prior, Joey Bosa was playing football for the Buckeyes, but not as hyped as in 2017, when a dominant comebacker won the award.
The Defensive Rookie of the Year is
from the hometown, Marshawn Lattimore.
First, Joey Bosa, now Marshawn Lattimore? Ohio State fans are loving this. And 2 years later, a pattern started to emerge.
2019 AP Defensive Rookie of the Year is
Nick Bosa.
I'll cut the crap. 2020 wasn't much different, only this time it was Chase Young taking home the award. In 5 years, an Ohio State player won Defensive Rookie of the Year 4 times. Although in 2022, it was... Dang, I'm starting to think this isn't a coincidence. Ohio State is straight up dominating the rookie awards. So alright, you can call Ohio State an NFL factory all you want, but I guarantee you won't find this at the factory.
Leonard's picked off at the goal line. That's Buda Baker. Buda Baker out in front. Can Metcalf track him down? Can he chase him down? And he does to save a touchdown.
At this point, is DK Metcalf even real anymore? I mean, this dude has rock abs and no woman can resist. But seriously, a 6'4", 235-pound receiver should not be able to run that fast. However, DK Metcalf has never been one to let the critics get to his head. Because if this play teaches us anything, it's that Metcalf is really freaking fast.
DJ Udra of Great Britain outside of as well, a very powerful hit.
This is him in lane 2. He thought here he might start to get left behind, but he keeps up to his work and runs through the line, and he ended up running 10.36.
1 second he's chasing down defenders, and the next he's trying to qualify for the Olympics. And I'm willing to bet DK would love our final 10 moments, because these are Olympic quality moments. Yeah, you're gonna want to buckle up, because at number 10, Marshawn Lynch makes a play so spectacular he can eat all the Skittles he wants.
Oh, look at this run. What a run. Marshawn Lynch still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
I mean, imagine icing the game and then pulling out that celly. He's grabbing his crotch and booking the Saints a ticket to Cancun. Now, it doesn't get much colder than that, unless you've seen our 9th moment, because one mascot goes sweat mode. And actually, there's more pressing beef that requires my attention, because there are a few jobs on the planet more difficult than being an NFL head coach. Win a game and the city glorifies you. Lose a game and you've signed your death warrant. And in 2022, Hackett signed his death warrant 11 times. That's right, bro had Russell Wilson under center and only won 4 games. He didn't even last the whole season. So when the Broncos hired Sean Payton, they knew he had his work cut out for him, but he didn't know it was going to be this bad.
And said Payton, and everyone's got a little stink on their hands. It's not just Russell. It was a poor offensive line. It might have been one of the worst coaching jobs in the history of the NFL. Wow.
How are you really gonna sit there and disrespect another man like that? So you already know Aaron Rodgers wasn't having none of it.
And it made me feel bad that someone who's accomplished a lot in the league is that insecure that they have to take another man down to set themselves up for some sort of easy fall if it doesn't go well for that team this year. I thought it was way out of line and inappropriate, and I think he needs to keep my coach's names out of his mouth.
But he wasn't the only Jet to have their offensive coordinators back. See, Sean Payton is a no-nonsense type of guy. And I mean no nonsense. When Garrett Wilson saw an opportunity and ran with it.
Uniforms off after we're done playing, sunglasses on, Gilligan's hats on, interviews during the game. That's what I don't want to see.
Oh man, this had me rolling. Bro literally did everything he said not to do. That's what some people would call pulling a Kanye. But this wasn't even the best part, because in week 5, the Jets had a chance to redeem themselves once and for all. All they had to do was simple: beat the Broncos and put the speculation to bed. That's when this happened.
To make it a 60-yard attempt, Wilson lost the football! Rolling towards the sideline, picked up by the Jets! It's Hall! And he goes!
Man, that's karma at its finest. And you know, the Jets were especially happy to secure the dub because it meant they could do this.
But I got one game ball. I just want you guys to know it's an honor to be with you guys.
Wow, that's what you call a storybook ending. I can't say the same for number 7, because what started as an interception ended in mass confusion.
The game's final play is a Wilson lob to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who do they give it to? Touchdown!
Jennings is scoring the ball. He brings it to his chest. All Tate has on it is one arm. And then the official comes in and rules touchdown.
This man really claimed another man's ball as his own? I can't believe the refs let him get away with that BS. Another prime example of how the scriptwriters always win. But the scriptwriters must have been working overtime for our 6th moment, because not only did DeAndre Hopkins make an incredible snag, but he also made... The clock hit triple zeros, and Nuke snatched some souls. But hold on, let's zoom in. Do you see that? Yeah, this man was wearing Jordan gloves while his opponents were sporting Adidas and Nike. That ought to teach him a lesson. And I can only hope that Henry Ruggs also learned a lesson, because this man had it all. He was the first receiver taken in the 2020 NFL Draft, and one of the fastest players on the planet. So to put it lightly, which is ironic, because drinking is what took it all away. On May 10th, 2023, Ruggs, while under the influence, decided to take the wheel. That's when he took off. 50 miles per hour, then 70, but it started to get dangerous. 125, 150, and finally 156 miles per hour. Because out of the blue, Bro heard a loud thud. He had just rear-ended another car. Then Ruggs watched in despair as the car burned to the ground. At this moment, he realized he made a huge mistake. Because when the cops arrived, there was a dead 23-year-old girl and her dog inside the car. Just as his NFL future was looking bright, it was all over in a single instant. And I hate to say it, but Henry Ruggs isn't the only young receiver to make a crucial mistake. See, Zay Flowers was turning into one of the best receivers in the NFL, and the Ravens were the hottest team in the league, but they still had one giant competitor standing in their way, the Kansas City Chiefs. If they wanted to make the Super Bowl, they were going to need a huge play from their top receiver. So Flowers took matters into his own hands, and Alright, I get it. Bro thinks he's a hot shot, but he would get humbled quickly. Because once again, Zay Flowers knew what needed to be done. Only so did L'Jarius Sneed. Another man just flexed on him. He wasn't about to let this man...
They're calling it a touchback and recovery on the field.
Ouch. That one's gonna sting with Baltimore for a long time. All right, it's official. We've reached the 3 wildest moments in NFL history. And for number 3, did you know that one touchdown celebration changed the world? See, in 2021, Justin Jefferson was just some wide-eyed rookie trying to earn in his keeps. At first, he didn't do much. In his first 2 weeks, he only had a combined 5 catches. But then came the Tennessee game in week 3. That's when his life would forever change.
Straight drop, passing right, Jefferson, yes, on the run, and he is gone! 71-yard touchdown by this dynamic rookie, Justin Jefferson.
He calls that dance the gritty.
Wait, hold up. Is that the gritty? Yeah, this man didn't realize it at the time, but he just put the gritty on the map. Because afterwards, everyone wanted a piece of this dance move, especially the younger generation. Heck, even Winnie the Pooh loves the gritty. Oh yeah, don't worry, Elf. I didn't forget about you either. But even Jetta didn't expect the gritty to become as popular as it is today. Because once Fortnite introduced the dance as one of the game's emotes, this dance move took over America. But not as much as Deshaun Watson took over massage spas. Because this man loves his massages a little too much. And if you're wondering why, it's because this man uses it for sexual pleasure. Yeah, come on, man. On Sundays, this man is playing football. And on Monday, this man be playing with his ding-dong. So much so that he didn't just go to 1 or 2 massage therapists. Between the fall of 2019 and the spring of 2021, reports speculated that he used at least 66 massage therapists. I mean, bro practically had a weekly ritual going. But then, it all caught up to him. Because in the transpiring months, 24 massage therapists sued him for alleged sexual misconduct. So when the NFL realized what he was doing, they suspended him for 11 games and a record-breaking $5 million. He went from the lowest of lows to the lowest of NFL teams. However, that's still not even the wildest moment in NFL history. At his best, Antonio Brown was the best receiver in the game and full of life. But that was before he experienced a down spiral where he burned bridges with 4 different NFL franchises and completely ruined his reputation. And it all started with the Las Vegas Raiders. Because after forcing his way out of Pittsburgh, the first thing my man did was freeze his feet off.
I was trying cold therapy to recover my body, and I got out and I felt my foot burning.
Yeah, it was clear from day one that this dude was already getting cold feet. Because not only did he complain about his feet all day long, but he was also complaining about his head. You see, the NFL had banned Antonio Brown's previous helmet, which he had worn his entire career. AB thought it would be a good idea to hold out of training camp until the issue was resolved.
Antonio Brown lost his second grievance hearing with the NFL about wearing his old helmet, but he's moving forward with a deal for an approved helmet in the near future.
But once AB found a helmet he liked, the Raiders fined his bum for not showing up to training camp. And you already know, my man was fuming. So he went up to the general manager, Mike Mayock, and told him how he really felt. I mean, this dude started yelling in his face and calling this man a cracker. So when the Raiders released him shortly after, it shouldn't have come as a surprise. In fact, AB saw it coming, so he decided to videotape the whole thing.
AB.
Yep.
Antonio, coach is on the line.
Hey, B.
Coach.
Hello. Yo, what's up, coach?
What the hell's going on, man?
Just a villain all over the news, man.
You're not a villain. You're the most misunderstood fucking human being in my entire life that I've ever met. I mean, I brought you here because you're my favorite guy. I've never seen a guy work harder. And I don't know where you are in your life right now off the team. All I know is you got a lot of things going. There's a lot of people that have an opinion about you. And whether it be good or bad, you're in the spotlight all the time. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be a Raider or not?
Man, I've been trying to be a Raider since day one. I've been fucking working my ass off harder than anyone. I don't know why it's a question of me being a Raider. Like, you guys want me to be a Raider?
Please stop this shit and just play football. How hard is it, man? You're a great football player. Just play football.
Yeah, but I'm more than a football player, man. I'm a real person. It ain't about the football. I know how to do that. I'll show you guys down the daily.
But believe it or not, that still didn't stop Tom Brady from giving Antonio Brown a call the following year. So once he got his opportunity, AB pledged he would be a better man. And let's just say, once AB suited up for the Bucs, he balled. For almost a year, he stayed true to his word. AB was keeping the drama to a minimum. He was starting to look like himself again. And heck, he even won a Super Bowl. But then came a game against the Jets. And see, AB wasn't feeling like himself. Maybe it was the fact the Buccaneers were losing, or maybe it was the fact that AB wasn't feeling 100% healthy. But either way, that doesn't excuse what's about to happen next. Because what if I told you that AB was so pissed off that he refused to re-enter the game? Yeah, when his teammates needed him most, he straight up turned his back on them, all because he was quote-unquote injured. And you already know, Bruce Arians was buying none of his crap. The medical staff called his bluff, checked him out, and cleared him good to go. So Arians provided AB with an ultimatum: either return to the game or leave the team for good. That's when Brown did something that only impractical jokers could pull off.
Antonio Brown boiled over, very upset on the sideline, took off his shoulder pads, then ran across the field while the teams were still on the field, giving the crowd a peace out sign.
No way! This dude takes off his uniform, runs off the field shirtless, and hops on an Uber. He's so wild he even took things a step further, because now that he was off the team, he didn't have to pretend to be best friends with Tom Brady anymore. But it should go without saying, don't Photoshop yourself with the man's ex-wife. I mean, seriously, does this guy not have any boundaries? But just like I can't predict what AB's gonna do next, I can't predict what your next move is gonna be. You can either click off the video or click on the video on screen. Come on, man, that's a no-brainer. Click the video.